welcome back to World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade Classic Blind, episode 500. I've got a lot of plans for today, finishing up many things. But before we get to that, let's quickly get some basic facts about how this series has been going. We are on the Azure Song server, and that's going perfectly fine so far. You can see our time played over here. 23 days, 6 hours. Also known as 558 hours. And that has gotten us to this point. This point being level 70. And not much beyond that. Done a few dungeons. One heroic dungeon. A lot of skills. Which is one of the things we are really focusing on today. Mining, complete. First aid, complete. Fishing, we're doing right here, right now. Up here, at Ecodome, Mid-Realm. Where we're catching some very nice fish. Some Icefin bluefish. This crocolisk. Please throw on your weapon. I can't do that right now. Stop fishing. I'm in combat. Please. I think you need to click on the lure to stop fishing. That worked a previous time. But yeah, there's crocolisks in this water. It's a little annoying. But honestly, it's been worth it, since we've gotten much better fish here than in previous places I've tried to fish. You get out of here. A crocolisk tail, sure. We've got some run-of-the-mill 75 boost bright baubles going on our fishing rod. We've had a few fish get away, but overall it's been okay. We are catching Icefin bluefish, Figluster's mudfish, and some barbed gill trout, but those aren't very good. Technically usable to make more blackened trout, but not too valuable. The Icefin, on the other hand, is like a gold each, and the mudfish, significant amount of silver. Yeah, there it is. 375 fishing. Knock that off the list. So that only leaves technically riding, since we don't have fast flying. Then also cooking and blacksmithing. Quickly go through our reputation here. We have reputation with many places. Not been a thing I've hugely worked on for the most part. Just doing various quests. It just eventually happens. Okay. So let's get out of the biodome here and finish the next thing that I'm doing. Exploring Netherstorm. We got one island left, and that island represents pretty much the last bit of unexplored terrain, as far as I can tell, in not only all of Outland, but everywhere. Because we did all of Azeroth previously. Now there's definitely places that we have not been, like many dungeons, any raids. So anywhere in there we haven't been. That doesn't count as overworld exploration stuff. So We're at least getting to that point here. This last island. Yep. And it even has a bridge. This island over here does not have a bridge. It's just one super high level elite demon. Aside from that, you can get everywhere here without having to fly. So that's something. We got many quests that we could do out here. Although we are still working on Shadow Moon Valley quests. We did do one daily quest out here, technically. Picked up some mana berries from the ecodomes. And we have the Tarzan raid quest to get the third fragment, but that is in Tempest Keep, which is the big one over here, which is apparently a raid also. So we're gonna need to figure out what it's gonna take to get in there and just pick up the key. Shouldn't have to actually do that or fight any bosses or anything. But we got some ores here though. Definitely do want some ores. Our blacksmithing is one of the things we still need to work on. So I will take any ore I can find. Love to see it. We got some more Sun Fury guys over here. And this is Manaforge Aura. And there's also a big old demon over there. Oh boy. That seems to be pretty much all there's going to be over here. It's not a very large island. Here's some mana beasts. Or below here. Might have a cave or something. It's possible. There was a cave heading into Manaforge Ultras. Oh, there it is. It's on the other side of here. We're just gonna fly all the way around this Manaforge, I guess. Probably not gonna go inside the cave, because that would take a bit. Yeah, this is pretty much it. This Manaforge looked a lot more impressive from over at Blade's Edge. But now that I know it's just one of 5, it's a bit less impressive. Still looks pretty cool though, that's for sure. Pumping out all that mana from the Manaforge. There's a Dream and Glory. Don't have herbalism, can't get that. Come on. There's a very quick cave to just pop into. Look, it's probably got the Sun Fury guys here. It's gonna be a whole situation. Just gonna poke my head in here. See what they got. This is the Trillium Mine. Got level 70s outside. My goodness. I'm hit him with my weapon. And speaking of my weapon, here is all of my gear that I have. Mostly greens and blues. Various quests. Some dungeons. Oh, he's healing? Right. I am busy looking at stuff. You can heal if he wants. Some gloves. Yeah, I have gloves. Amazing. A couple rings. And my weapon is a thunder, which I made. That is one of the reasons that I would really like to get a blacksmithing up. So I can make the upgraded versions of thunder. There's a foreman in here. Alright, we can get in here. That's worth it. Get some more adamantite. I'll take that, yes. Ah, unarmed. Great. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Oh, we got an unarmed level. So that's something. And some more junk to sell. Sure. And avoid the chief engineer there for a second. I want to mess with that. I'm a blood elf. I do not do physical labor. Immediately proceeds to do some physical labor. Hilarious. Oh, we're getting unarmed levels. That is not one of the things that I was trying to get maxed out here. I got another mark there. That's pretty good. Looks like we're gonna have more enemies between us and the adamantite. But I can deal with that. Let's see what he has to say about stuff.
Our enemies will fall.
Day in, day out, all we do is toil in this mine. The Blood Elf male was not built for such manual labor.
We will have justice.
Alright. Gonna spray some slime. Ah! He just wants to leave. It's wild. Coming in with our intercept. Stun for a bit. Some free damage. Until he disarms us again. Yep, there we go. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. That has been this entire series, really. It has been 500 episodes and 558 hours here. The total series has been 436 hours, including this episode. Thank you, future me, for tallying that up. So yeah, that is the majority of the time here. I have cut out various things like getting groups together and travel times when I don't have anything to talk about. And most of the fishing, except for that last level there. Most of the times it's been very nice and AFK, very slow, nothing happening. Except when I went to the Ecodome there and was getting attacked by crocolisks. We've gotten plenty of fish, and that's basically done now. I'm sure there's interesting things I could do with fishing now. What's back here? Adamantite? I'll go for it. Why not? Oh boy, that's why not. Mistakes have been made immediately. I'd like to not die. Oh, we've been disarmed. That's also not good. Not good for us. It's a bad time to be me. Any patrols coming to ruin my day? Almost definitely. We got potions. Oh, we've been disarmed again. That's not good. Come on. Alright. We're gonna need this potion here. Very much. Stop being poisoned. There we go. We survive another day. Get another mark. It's all the way up in here. There, I can see it right there. Yeah, we can get that. That's worth it. I was kind of hoping for the last island to be a little more exciting than just another mana forge. But I guess we did find the dungeons and raid already on the other side, so can't be too surprised that this isn't something crazy. One more guy here, and then we can make a break for it. And by make a break for it, I mean Hearthstone out to Shatrath. Don't need to go take any flight paths or anything. Back up a little bit so that guy can just walk past. Oh, there's another ore in here. That was rich. Well, we clearly need to go get that. This is all very good. All very good. Got another stack of moats. Also nice. Oh, there is a chief engineer walking past. See if he's gonna come this way. Where are you going? It's just going that way. But then the warp master's coming back. Let's get this guy out of the way. Then we can play with these patrols. Ah, that's unfortunate. Popped a trinket and immediately got unarmed. Now what you want? What a waste of all that additional attack power. And we get to the... Well, we're getting unarmed levels. Yeah, that's okay. For our other levels that we have, in all the other skills, it's not super crazy. We've maxed out the pole arms with our previous weapon we had, which was Terak's spear. Defense is maxed, and two-handed maces is maxed with thunder. And also we can talk. Pretty good at that. Is gonna slow us down. Oh, we're so slow. Need to get a line of sight on him. He stayed far enough away that we could come in and attack him. Fast attacks. Probably would have been better to... Does the slow reduce my attack speed? Yes, it does. Ouch. Damn it. And down he goes. Oh, we got a cape out of that. Cool. Oh, we can look at that. It's a blue cape with agility and stamina. That's not bad. It's got a lot more armor. It's got 6 agility. Or 5 agility over our cloak. And 8 stamina. Or 9. But it is missing the 30 attack power. More agility is nice for all the crit and all that. But losing out on 30 attack power, that's a bit much. We can see what it looks like though. If it's a short cape, it's an instant no. I mean, we could sell it, but I don't care about that. It's got disenchant value, which you would think that would give an auction value, since people could buy it and disenchant it, but I mean, I guess we can look at it this way. Shorter cape. Not a bad color scheme though. I can rock that. Oh, we'll fight this guy first. We could try to sell that. I don't know if people just go through the auction house looking for various things they could disenchant for profit. But a sellable blue. That is not too common for us. Give it a shot. And yeah, being able to just Hearthstone out of here is going to be nice. Because the amount of time it's taking us to get through this mine, there's probably going to be guys spawning back in behind us. And that's no good. Bring this guy down. Damage is still decent. Could be better, of course, if we had better all the things. What's the start? That's the start. Oh, we got here. We have a Nethermancer. Well, we're gonna have to take care of them if we want to get to that rich deposit. And I absolutely do, so I absolutely will. 100% worth it. Out of here. There's a bandage here. Make it quicker so we can go in with more rage. Worth it. Alright, you. And we get our victory rush in, since we just fought that guy back there. Interrupt the Shadow Blast. And they're down. And then we also got a green. Ceremonial Slayer's Axe of the Elder. Stamina, intellect, and mana per second. Definitely not what we want. That is not going to help us one bit. For this one, the vendor price is close to the disenchant price, so probably wouldn't be worth selling, even did have more value there. But I think we might be able to get something for this. It's not a bad cloak by any means. Yes, rich adamantite. Fantastic. Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Just had a nice chair and a fireplace in here. Wild. Alright. Let's head out. Also can head to the bank. Put some stuff away. Get out all of our marks. So we get some more reputation here. So that's another thing we could do. Or technically we could sell the marks, I think. But I'm good. I'm good. It's decent value. We get most of our money from just doing quests and stuff. So I'm fine. There's also potential unlocks with enough reputation. Not too likely though. As we check our outdoor reputation here. We are significant distance away from the next level. We got all these nice marks though, so could get us somewhere.
Arcanon Poros.
Bank is looking a mess, as per usual. We got our ores and our moats. Netherweave cloth for days. I guess I'll put the fishing baubles away. Here we have a whole bunch of old things. A whole bunch of gear, lots of which has... I mean, I guess some of it has hit rating, in case we want to have more hit rating. Old cosmetics at this point, like Hell Reaver. And the Lycan Guard, which we actually did grind reputation to get that. Our other Ram, Turok's Quill. Dual wielding weapons from back before we made Thunder. A decent amount of ore in here. We will see how far that'll get us with anything. Take out these marks here. Guess what I put away? Spell Iron. We got a quest to turn in while we're here in Shatrath.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
And we'll be able to sell a couple of the less valuable things that we have. Let's head on over to where we picked up the daily quest for these mana berries. It's over in the lower city. Not too many daily quests we've completed. Since we still have, like, a zone and a half worth of actual quests to do. Those have generally looked more interesting. That's okay. Also have not done basically any PvP. But new to the game, don't have very good gear. Kind of to be expected. They're not over here. They're around here somewhere. We can check our log. The Rock. And this has a little cooking area down here. Lower City is only so large. We'll find them. This PvP quest guy. Sporling refugee. There it is. There they are. So let us turn this in. What's up? Any luck? Mana berries? Yes, indeed. Those are the juiciest mana berries I've ever seen. I think I'm getting smarter just by looking at them. Since I no longer need most of my meat and fish stock, why don't you take some? Soon you'll make something delicious. A barrel of fish. Or a crate of meat. I'll take the meat. Complete quest. Keep it real. And now we can only do 24 more daily quests. I'll get right on that. So we got this crate of meat here. Mostly meat and whatever else was sitting around. Okay. Sure. We'll see if we got the meat that we need to level up cooking from this. But I did preemptively go ahead and buy that meat already.
Each day is a blessing.
Furious crawdads. Just in case we didn't get
May your days be long.
it at any other
your
point.
hardships few.
Any fire in here? Find a fire. So let's open up the crate of meats. And we got a lot of stuff. We got some tallbuck venison, cleft hoof meat, and recipe for spicy hot tallbuck. 325, and increases hit rating and spirit. Interesting. Yes, I will take that. So we'll learn that. It requires tallbuck venison and hot spices. Check our cooking recipes here while we run around trying to find a place to cook. Yeah, we can make all this blackened trout, but don't really need to do that. I think these guys fire. We can grill this mudfish, and that is agility and spirit. Is all the same level of well-fed buff items? 7,520. 7,520. Yep. So we make this grilled mudfish, roasted cleft hoof. We can make the tallbuck steaks here instead of the spicy hot tallbuck. That is stamina and spirit. The spicy one is hit rating and spirit. Mostly don't get into situations where I really need more hit rating. And that also costs hot spices. And I have a stack of tallbuck steaks. So that's probably easier to just make these. Use up all these meats. A nice stack of various well-fed buff items for me. Decent amount of stuff in there. That cleft hoof meat, that's gonna be roasted cleft hoof. And And that is just, that's a strength boost. That's nice. So that's pretty solid. Depending on what the daily cooking quest would be, that could give us a lot of nice, well-fed buff items here. Instead of having to worry about going back and finding any of these guys for anything. Definitely doable. And the mudfish is agility. Yeah, I'll take that. Don't know if we've found many of these mudfish before. Be able to just fish them up, that's pretty nice too. Not gonna make those. We got 1 short ribs that we can make, which could technically get us a cooking level. We should have enough spicy crawdads to finish this up here. Short ribs. Yeah. Also, we have a large number of different well-fed buff items again. Yeah, that'd get us 370. And finish it up with spicy crawdads. Stamina and spirit. Not the best. But I'll take some extra stamina and spirit. Also have all the tallbuck steaks, which are basically the same. 30 stamina and 20 spirit. Ah, that's more stamina, actually. That's actually better. 30 stamina. And there's 375 cooking. Looks like it did drop into yellow at the end there. So technically it was possible that we could have failed to finish cooking there. That would have been a mess. Okay. And the short ribs too. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna be using various well-fed buffs all the time over here. We have 6 different well-fed buffs in our inventory. Our inventory is a giant mess all the time, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's go turn in some of these marks. See what we can get. Should be the guy right up here, in the center of the Aldor Rise. We got one more. I'll go Sargeras there. We could have gotten another 10. We only have 5 Kill Jadens. This kicks 10. So we'll do a single. Complete. We completed up to Honored Reputation. So we should probably do this as much as we can right now. Ideally, it would probably be better to turn in these marks all the way to Honored. I guess they were basically the same price, too. But now we have marks of Sargeras. We bear more of our enemies' insignias. Bearing Legion continues to be a threat. We continue to pursue them anywhere we find them. 10 marks. Continue to prove your worth. Eric Erickson. Fight the enemies of the light. Wherever you may find them, your actions will be well rewarded. With 250 reputation. And more. And more. And we only have 9. So we'll just keep those for now. So what did that get our reputation up to here? Not even close. Alright. Well, we tried. So for our skills, that finished off cooking. So now all that's left is blacksmithing. I also want to go to the auction house. So let's head to Ironforge. Conveniently, there's all these portals here at the Terrace of Light. Really makes this a convenient place. Doesn't have an auction house though, so Let's go. And now we can't fly, because we're over here. That's okay. Our swift ram is faster anyways. Woohoo! Alright. Let's pop in to our second favorite store. Sell some of the junk we got on us. Right over here. Crocolisk's tail. Some dilapidated gloves. This axe. 9 gold for just a random drop. Not too bad. These trout. Another tail. And these teeth. The rest of this I will try to sell at least. We will see how far that gets us. Not these though. Keeping those. Probably gonna end up fighting more demons. So they'll to get more reputation out of that. Do a scan here. Why not? Done. And sell some stuff. These scrolls of agility 5. Probably want to do them in stacks of 1. Since they're fairly expensive. Some options here. Got some super mana potions. We'll sell a stack of 2. Because that's all we have. We got a blood garnet. Some icefin bluefish. I want to see if there might be a recipe for that, actually. Search for icefin. There's icefin bluefish. There's not too many of those. There are 13 in existence, okay. Maybe not going to be the big seller that we were hoping for. Let's try bluefish itself. Poached bluefish. And the recipe. Ah, it's spell damage. I guess that makes sense, it's blue. Yeah, I don't really need spell damage. There's a lot more of the finished product here. For sale. Let's see what the recipe entails. It's just the icefin. Bluefish. Don't think I would profit making that and then turning these all in. Maybe. It's like a gold. We would profit, assuming we could sell any of that for any of that. Or we just sell the bluefish itself. There's a market for the end product, so presumably people would buy this. We can give it a shot. And then we have all these spore fish, which I have my doubts. And lastly, this here cape. No auctions have been found, ever, in all the times we've ever tried to use the auction house. A disenchant of 11 now. That went down. So let's set the price to 5 gold. It's probably worth it. I don't know if disenchanting costs anything. That would be something to consider. We don't need this. But it's a decent cape. Maybe someone will have it. Alright. So that takes care of that. And now we move on to blacksmithing. It is a difficult road ahead. From 351 to 375. First thing on my list of things that I need to do, or can and want to do, is adamantite weight stones, adamantite bars, and netherweave cloth. And boy, oh boy, do I have adamantite bars and netherweave cloth. I have both in spades.
Be good.
2 to 1. Each of those is, each bar is 2 ore. So yeah, 1 cloth to 1 ore is about right. And we already found a buyer for the cloak. Fantastic. Maybe we could have asked more for that. Ah well. As far as I see it, it was a 2 gold drop, 5 gold drop that we got there, so not bad. Not bad at all. So for this weight stone, we're going to ride this until it goes gray, because our other options are just not viable, or much more expensive. This dagger here is 7 instead of 1 bar, and also needs leather. We're not going to make Drake Fist hammers, or Lava Forge war hammers with primal fires. Rapiers are 12 bars. Cleavers 8. We're not going to make a dozen more thunders. The mauls are more expensive. Hammers also cost primal earth. And then fell frame blazers also require primal fire, which is very expensive. Best option by far, and will also be useful in the future for us, adamantite weight stones. Then we got this recipe as a reputation reward in Zangramarsh. So that's worked out very nicely for us. We didn't try to grind out that reputation or anything, so presumably we just got it from doing quests. So, not exactly a prestigious blacksmithing recipe or anything, but it's a start. So I'm going to smelt down all these adamantite bars, and then probably head back to the bank and get all of our fell iron out. Smelt that too. And then we'll see where we can get. I also went ahead and smelted all of my Eternium and Corium bars. So this is what we are working with. I'm going to use the big anvil. Blacksmithing. Adamantite weight stones. Could also do motes of earth and make some of the sharpening stones in the possibility that we move to a sharp weapon. But for now, we're just gonna go with this. First blacksmith level, 352. So this is still in the yellow. So we have time for it to drop into green and then gray. Oh, it's already in green. 355. Great. Well, we are unlikely to go through all of our adamantite. We're getting a level every time still. Sure. I'm good with that. Ah, there we go. 358 we're at. Alright, now we're on a missing streak. That's okay. Looking, it's probably gonna get us only to 360. If we can ever get another level here. I mean, things could be worse. Running up with plenty of the adamantite weight stones. Okay, we're getting lucky at the beginning, and now we're just getting ridiculous. 25% chance, right? 359. Definitely consolidating a lot of our inventory bank space here. One, Getting a lot more space by turning everything into bars. 2, using up a lot of our netherweave cloth that we have a never-ending supply of, it seems. And there it goes. Now it's gray. Do we have anything in here that isn't gray? You can make the Drake Fist Hammer and yellow. You can make more rapiers, technically. That takes 12 bars each, and it's in green. It's not a great choice. Flamebane bracers with the primal fires in yellow. Oof. And also thunder. Yeah. 360. Okay.
What's that?
Anything I can get training here. We have the 330 and 350. They use the other weapon masteries. And then 375. Nope.
Up with you. No.
Anything go from the armor smithing? Maybe like regular armor, maybe? Looks like all this requires armor smith. And we don't have any of that. He doesn't have very many things, does he? Alright.
See you soon.
And anything at all from these
Pay
blacksmiths.
attention. What's on your mind? Keep your feet on.
Trainer.
How are you?
Train me? Nothing.
Be good.
Okay. I do have a recipe here. That's 365, so I can't even do that. We can smell some fell steel. But that is mining. That's not gonna help. Technically, there's a chance with adamantite rapiers. That'd be basically 48 adamantite bars per rapier on average for a level. And 12 of those is already 30. Yeah, that's... It seems incredibly expensive no matter what route we go. And currently we don't actually have that many routes. We really need to go out and get something better for blacksmithing. 30 gold per attempt, 4 attempts per level on average. That'd be 120 gold per level until this goes into gray, which could be at any point. Then there's thunder. These bracers, which cost 43 plus 28 plus 6 each time. That's in yellow. It's also not good. It says it has an auction value, but I don't believe that. I don't believe a lot of the auction prices. And besides that, basically we have the bracers, the purple weapons, and the rapier. Nothing else could possibly give us a blacksmithing level. Let's check the auction house, just in case. See if there's any good blacksmithing recipes. Although this one that we got is soulbound, so there's every possibility that any future recipe is going to be soulbound. So that does also complicate things quite a bit. Blacksmithing seems to be significantly more difficult to get the levels in than the other ones have been. Just total cost of everything. When mining's free and trivial, fishing's free, basically. Even you can make money. You can probably make money with blacksmithing, just you have to have the right plans, the problem. recipes. Blacksmithing. Not you. 375, 365. We really need something in the 360 level to even get us close to doing anything. This is 250 gold to make a dirge. Fancy. Requires primal mites and primal nethers and corium bars. My goodness. And unfortunately, all these have the level 1. Can't actually look to see. By the blacksmithing level requirement. There's a whole bunch of stuff at 35. That's not going to help. 190. 70. $235. $285. 300. No. 250, 250, 300. 190. I doubt there's going to be any regular old plans that we can make anything with. 200. 5. Second page. 365, 370, 300. Yep. 340. Adamantite breastplate. But we're at 360 now, so that's not going to do us any good. 330. Nearly there. Nearly there. We already know that one, and it's already gone. 340 is not going to do us any good. 325, 335. Yeah, the rapier is 335. 350 adamantite rod. Eternium rods, 375. No. Adamantite rod. There's some overlap with these. I think the adamantite rod. That can be. Yeah, that's already gray. It's 10. Let's clear our searches here. Search for fell steel. Fell steel bars, that's a thing. Maybe fell steel ring. Necklace, fell steel reaper. Spike shields, stabilizers. No recipes for fell steel. Alright. Well, I guess that's going to be where that ends then. I'm sure there's going to be ways to get blacksmithing. But with the money we have, I don't feel like throwing everything at the not so great recipes that we have available. Yeah, the weight stones were very nice up until then. Nice and cheap. Compared to what we have now. Like 3 gold recipe compared to 30 or more. And even these are in yellow. So we would not even get a level every time we made a Drake Fist hammer or a thunder. That's outrageous. 120 gold per level there. I mean, it would work for a second, but it's already in green, so 15 levels to go. We couldn't even afford it if we wanted to. Yeah, I just need to give me a recipe that's orange. One level every time. And also not this one, because this uses Corium and Scrolls of Strength and Primal Fires and... Can't even get there, though. We could try Adamantite bars up to 365 and make this, but still. Very expensive. If we don't find anything particularly good to get these final blacksmithing levels, maybe we will be able to cheaply complete it once Wrath of the Lich King happens. But for now, I've got some Adamantite Waitstones I can put in the bank. Use those once I run out of these Fell Waitstones, so that's something. I got a good pile of bars here. So once we find something good, we can get on it. So that is smithing completed for now. Everything else is finished. And we are finished if we can't find a better recipe. But this has been a whole adventure. Can't even zoom out to the right place from here. Outland. Finished exploring the final zone. Leveling up to the final level of almost all the skills. Not bad for episode 500. We return to doing some quests. Most likely back in Shadow Moon Valley. Next time. Goodbye.